My dad spent my dead brother's insurance money on a cruise with his girlfriend. I found out standing in a gravel parking lot outside Ridgeline Monuments, on the phone with a woman named Denise, who told me the balance on my brother's headstone was 3 months overdue. If it didn't clear by Friday, the granite piece already cut and engraved would go back into inventory and get resold to someone else. I told her I'd call back in 5 minutes. I hung up and opened Instagram, and the first thing that loaded was a photo of my dad on a cruise ship balcony, drink in hand, his arm around a woman named Roxana Feld. The caption said, "Grief looks different for everyone," then a sailboat emoji, then the name of the ship. 14 nights, Mediterranean, business class flights both ways. I did the math right there in the parking lot, the answer already sitting in my chest like a stone I kept forgetting to put down. $275,000. That's what my brother Desmond's life insurance paid out after he died, and the deposit on his headstone, $3,150, had bounced not once, but twice. I'm a surgical scrub tech, 28, the kind of person who counts instruments twice before letting a doctor close. Desmond was the opposite of me in every way that mattered. He was 24, an apprentice lineman for the local electric co-op, working a storm restoration crew at 11 at night in February, when a line he thought was de-energized wasn't. Our mom died of cancer when I was 19 and he was 15. Our dad, Wade, raised us alone after that. He wasn't warm, but he showed up. He learned to braid my hair out of a library book. He drove 4 hours round trip every weekend for 2 years, just to eat dinner with Desmond near his training facility, so he wouldn't feel like the family had written him off for skipping college. I trusted my father completely. That matters, because of what came next. When Desmond's insurance came through in May, $150,000 from his group policy, $125,000 supplemental, the full $275 landed in an account with my dad's name on it, because Desmond had listed him as beneficiary at 22 and never updated it. My dad sat me down at the kitchen table with a legal pad and laid out a plan. Headstone and funeral costs first, then a memorial scholarship at Desmond's trade school, something with his name on it to help some other kid become a lineman someday. Whatever was left after that, he wanted to split between the two of us. "It's family money," he said, "not mine, and you're his sister. You deserve a piece of it too." I told him I didn't want to cut. "Put it all toward the scholarship," I said. I didn't want to look at my bank account for the rest of my life and see my brother's death sitting in it as a number. He hugged me. He said Desmond would be proud to hear that. For a few weeks that spring, it actually felt like we were carrying it in the same direction together. That lasted exactly 6 weeks before the first crack opened, though I didn't let myself call it a crack at the time. In June, I brought up the $8,600 I'd already put on my own credit card for the funeral, the casket, the reception hall, the obituary run in 2 papers. He'd told me at the funeral home, still crying, signing forms neither of us could read straight through the tears, that he'd make me whole the second the policy cleared, that I shouldn't be carrying funeral costs on a scrub tech's salary while he had $250,000 coming. When I brought it up again, he said he'd get to it, that he had a lot of paperwork still moving through. I let it go. I told myself the scholarship and the headstone mattered more than my own credit card balance, that measuring my grief against my own bank statement felt small and ugly. I didn't know yet that letting it go the first time was the mistake that let everything after it happen. 3 weeks later, my dad met a woman named Roxana at a grief support group. She moved into his house 6 weeks after that, before I'd even learned her last name. I had no idea yet that the bounced headstone check was going to be the smallest thing she cost him. Full story is only on Spotify. Search LomuStories and follow.